What's going on, everybody? Um, what's going on, Sean? I'm about 4 minutes late on the midnights with Marcus Maybin. What's going on, B? Oh, just getting the word on everybody's vibe on the Bron rumors and the coaching carousel rumors and all that good stuff. Um, Mac has got to find a game. You are so right about that, Ernie. I saw it. I can't say I'm surprised at all. Man, I mean, Jeff turned us down. No loyalty to the bill. Oh, Erasmus, what's going on? We're just doing a little. Is that a thing? Brom leaving Purdue. I mean, his name is getting ran pretty good. So whoever's behind his media blitz is they're putting the name in the right ears. Mm. Mm. Yeah, so like I said, it's just a nice little buzz. I wouldn't really be freaking out with the Satterfield part of that. They would not let a 4-win coach come to Purdue, especially in the ACC. Yeah. Oh yeah. Right. Brian Brom. Yeah, for the clear. Not Jeff. Jeff would end up taking a Purdue job though. If they threw the book at Jeff Brom, I think he would go to Purdue. I mean, not Purdue. Auburn. I don't really know, but maybe. Yeah, let me leave this out off air. I was kind of hoping you were live tonight. I was go watch. Yeah, Vaughn. Okay, so here's the thing, Vaughn. I owe another story. I owe a Midnights with Marcus Maybin. There was one that was promised, but here's the thing. Here's what I have to do. Wait, I just wanted to thank you for the admonishment about stopping the forbidden practice. Right, another day I've been guilty just from. Listen, I said it. I said it about us. So us as a people had to stop doing that, man. It just kills the joy. It just kills the joy of so many situations when you do that. Like, oh God, it was just brutal. So here's the thing. I owed a midnight with Marcus Maybin story. Now here's the thing. If y'all have been listening to the Midnight with Marcus Maybin stories, you know the person that's next on list. Don't type his name in here. Don't type the name in here at all because I'm gonna use an abbreviation. Actually, I'm gonna use abbreviations because I don't really know his situation now. I don't know if this story, would get somebody in the doghouse or something. So, like I ain't no snitch, and I don't want to drag anybody else's, life, current life, and by digging up skeletons or anything like that. Okay, so that's the agreement. So listen, if you know the name I'm talking about, and somebody else gets really, really curious, they should be able to look it up on their own. Or y'all, exchange numbers or exchange emails or something, and find out off air. Who I'm talking about? Stop. Okay, William. I'm talking about the on the radio the other day. I went kind of crazy about every time something good happens, like in basketball. Every time Kentucky or somebody goes, oh! Every time somebody goes down in basketball, like Kentucky goes down in basketball, something, the first thing people just keep saying is, it don't matter because you're going to lose to Kentucky. Oh, well, whatever happens. I mean, Louisville fans. Oh, whatever happens, they're gonna hit everything when it comes to Kentucky or when it comes to Louisville, and it's like, dude, you can't keep saying that every day. Right. I know. You know what? You know what, Sean? I do need to change environments. You know that you're absolutely right. I am going to change. I actually do have a desk. Um, yeah, William. So yeah, I basically just let it be known. I'm not gonna listen to anybody anytime anything happens. Them just tell me, well, no matter what happens, everybody's gonna hit everything against Louisville, and I'm just like, God, what's a month before the game, a year before the game? That's how y'all talking. Like, keep it away from me. So I totally banned that phrase. Okay, so I gave everybody a little bit of time to get in here. I hate starting this so early. I know people are still kind of watching the game, watching it wrap up, but I know it's the Debbie Downer thing. Yeah, feel free to get in here with the comments on the Jeff Brom situation if y'all want to. I actually, Sean, I actually have a desk right here. But it still ain't where it needs to be. Okay, so the story I have been putting off. I don't. Here's the thing. I know, Connor Cam. If Brom goes to UK, oh my God, the Debbie Downer, the misery loves come. Yeah, no, because people just can't even like can't even think and. That's a big time play. I'm sorry, y'all, but Allen and the Buffalo Bills, they look good tonight, don't they? If Brom goes to UK, that'll be brutal. That would be brutal. Steve is already no. Listen, Egg McMahon had a better career than Johnny Carson. Actually, I will send him. I'll send him an invite just in case. Just in case he's not doing anything. I got a message from him that said he hates his life, so which means listen, I just sent him an invite. So when Steve says he hates his life, that means he's extremely irritated with those around him. For who knows what reason. It could be just the smallest thing. It could be food, anything. Not a Bills fan, but the uniforms are fire. Yeah, very true, William. Unfortunately, think. Wait a minute. Okay, since y'all are in here, this is the family room. Do y'all have any suggestions? Do y'all have music suggestions to start the show? Because I got a couple of, I got a little bit of sound to start the show tomorrow. But if y'all y'all did hit me with some really good ideas after the Georgia Tech. So if y'all have any good ideas for the show, to start the show, let me know that for sure. I actually have, I have three clips that I collected today that I definitely got to play at the beginning of the show. So, any suggestions on what we need to start the show off tomorrow are more than welcome. Okay, so now that we're here, I kind of slow poked it long enough. It's time for version. We'll just say this is story number. We'll just say this is story number 7 because I'm gonna keep losing track unless y'all help me keep track of it. Okay. So midnight is I can't. Okay, so no more Jeff Brom talk. I mean, y'all can comment on it, but I won't comment on the Jeff Brom conversation or Brian Brom, Jeff Brom, Coach Satterfield. Ready for the story? Okay, so here's how the story goes. Okay, when I came to the University of Louisville, if you listen to the right. Let me turn down the volume on this TV. When I came to school, you remember how I told you, in the previous story. And by the way, the stories are going to be available on the playlist. I'm creating a separate playlist for the Midnight with Marques Maybin, so you don't have to go through all the regular shows to see it. You'll see the separate playlist. Actually, tomorrow I'm going to list all the videos. I got probably 1,000 videos. I don't know how many videos, probably at least hundreds of videos. So I'm gonna separate them so y'all can know exactly where to go to if you want shows, if you want whatever. Okay. So I came to school a little early, you know what I'm saying? Because I was sitting out, I was sitting out of Clarksville. You remember if you listened to the previous stories, I had to get out of Clarksville. So because I said I was starting to, he can run too. Oh, okay. I was starting to grow up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't in school, so I got a car, so I'm moving around. Like I was really consumed with basketball most of my life, the childhood part of my life. So I didn't do a lot of mature stuff. So the year I was sitting out is when I started, kind of hanging out at Austin P, and I'm hanging out in the local college and stuff like that. So I met this girl over at the college. She was she's an athletic girl. She was around the gyms and facilities and stuff. She could hoop. You know what I'm saying? She was a couple years older than me, or whatever. Really, 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 really fine girl too. Like she's really, really fine. Like pageants, and she's the fine that you always gotta be on guard because she's just way too fine. Oh my God, it's just so tiring. You know what I'm saying? One of those kind of fine. So she's a couple years older than me, but she kind of sees, I'm doing my thing, around town, like the hoop thing. She knows that I'm about to get on, you know what I'm saying? I mean, not anything like that. She knows I'm a young man with good potential, right? So, here's the thing. And this probably came after her. So, okay, yeah. I'll say it. Probably the story will all tie together. Trust me. Okay, so I come to school. My first year, she ends up coming. She was at Austin P. She ended up transferring up to Louisville. So my first year in Louisville, she was kind of like, because she was older, she knew the game and she knew how to keep girls away from me. She knew how to get close with all the girls and all the girlfriends of my teammates. So I couldn't even have no business as a freshman. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't do anything. Last name, big reason for this attraction. Oh, shout out, Johnny. Then I appreciate that. I appreciate. Yeah, Sean. Like that. Yeah, like Family Matters, Laura back in the day, like a problem. Handful. Okay. So she comes up to school. She kind of she's a pit bull. She kept all the girls away from me, like all the girls away from me as a freshman, which was healthy. You know what I'm saying? In hindsight, I mean, every once in a while I went out and had a little bit of fun or whatever. But for the most part, like she kept and plus, we had the little breakups and off and ons and all that good stuff. But I basically didn't have a lot of girl stuff going on as a freshman, right? So we kind of get into sophomore year, kind of the breakup. We get in the breakup. Hold on, sophomore year. I don't. You know what? It's probably better that I don't even say the years, but you get the point. Now I've been in school a little while. Now, like the next year, I got some name recognition and stuff, and it's kind of it's getting cracking a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like I can meet. It's getting better. My social life is getting much better, right? So social life is getting better. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the dorm rooms, craziness going on in the dorm rooms, all kind of good stuff is going on, right? So the elevator, my room was kind of down towards the end. So you get off the elevator, you gotta go past a couple of rooms, right? But I had this teammate. This teammate. I had to pass his room. His room was right next to mine. I had to pass him. So every time I got off the elevator, and I had a girl with me or something, or any kind of girl company, anything, I would have to go past this. I would have to go past my teammate's room, and my teammate was real spiritual. He was like really, really spiritual, right? So, at first it started off with, what I'm saying, he would just kind of snicker at me, right? But listen, his room door was always open. So he always saw like whatever was going on, and he was right next to me. So he just knew everything that was going on. He's real spiritual. So think about this. I'm getting off the elevator and I'm walking down to my room, and let's say I got a girl with me, right? Now imagine passing, okay, his room's right there. Now imagine you passing your teammate's room and he ain't got nothing in his room but clothes, a desk, a bed, and he would sit in his chair and he had a Bible open. So every single time I would pass his room with a female or something, he's sitting in that chair with a Bible wide open. He don't have a TV on in there. He ain't got nothing going on. He just like sitting in there reading his Bible, just chilling. So, you're gonna pass him when you leave. And look, listen. So y'all gotta explain. Y'all gotta explain to Kawhi. I can't do that. Listen, to protect the innocent and the guilty, I can't do that. So, teammate got the Bible open. No, I don't even want to do the initials because it's too easy. But you know what? I may give the initials. Look, listen. I may give the initials at the end of it. So just stay tuned. So teammate always got the door open. Every time I bring a girl by, he kind of just looking up, and when they leaving and I'm walking back by, now he want to small talk after the girl leaves or something. And he's like, yeah, what's going on? And then, it just increasingly, I always started saying something. And keep in mind, I'm just now starting to really enjoy of course I enjoy being a Louisville basketball player, but enjoy socially being a Louisville basketball player, whatever, right? So eventually, okay, now like seasons here or whatever, like maybe like preseason. Let's just say preseason for to give you a frame of mind. So August conditioning, we hooping, just early season camp and stuff like that. So let's say I have a bad practice early in the season, right? Have a bad practice. Then I walk by my teammate, his door is open, he reading the Bible. Then he make a joke like, yeah, man, you ain't had your legs today, right? And, you just like, oh, man, sit down somewhere, right? And, maybe 2 days later, what I'm saying, he might say something else like, man, you was up kind of late last night, what I'm saying? Well, what was you in there doing, man? I heard somebody knock on your door pretty late. And so now it's like, okay, like I'm blowing him off. But, when you love, when you addicted to your sport, all those little bugs be in the back of your mind, like, maybe I was kind of late, but I'm up late all the time. But listening to my teammate sitting there with his Bible all the time, I'm just like, dang, what I'm saying? Like, stop talking to me about that, what I'm saying? So now it's kind of messing with me. I mean, not incredibly bad, but just enough to like just put that little thing in the back of your head, right? So time moved forward, it's no, it doesn't like really mess things up or anything, but we're just setting it up with that part of the story. Okay, so moving on kind of into the season. he's doing his thing. He looks like he's getting a little bit of attention himself. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know his personal situation. All I know is when I used to come, everybody kind of comes back from practice and we all in the same dorms. So sometimes, when it's fall weather and stuff, you sit outside, you know what I'm saying? You sit on the bench. And, so sometimes I used to come back to the dorms and I would see him sitting in the car, right? And I would see him sitting in the car with a female, right? And I didn't want him saying nothing to me about hanging out with no females. So I didn't even want to say nothing, right? I didn't want to mention it, anything like that. So, let's say probably, a month go by. I couldn't take it no more. So I asked him, I'm like, hey man, like you sitting in the car with an old girl, you know what I'm saying? Like all night long, right? And not really all night long, but a long time, right? I was like, why don't you invite her up or whatever, Look, I don't know if it's because of how she looked, because I couldn't really see, inside the car like that. I just knew he was sitting in the car with a girl. So I'm like, why don't you invite her up or whatever? So he was like, nah, man. He's like, you got to stay away from temptation. You got to stay away from all that stuff. So now I'm like, dang, you know what I'm saying? Dude, like if dude is this disciplined, I mean, not him in particular, but it was like, okay, Marcus, maybe you need to show a little, more self-control. And I don't mean like I said, I don't mean just, going crazy. I just mean just hanging out, you know what I'm saying? So he's saying this, he's saying, oh, no, I just avoid temptation. So we just kick it outside and blah, blah. So I'm like, cool. So fast forward. So Buffalo is going to win that game, huh? Well, congratulations, Buffalo. So fast forward, maybe closer to the end of the season, maybe middle to the end of the season. One day, I'm chilling in the room, right? I'm chilling. Get a knock on the door. Dude says, man, I gotta talk to you, right? I'm like, well, what's good? You know what I'm saying? Because he don't really come at me like to talk to me like that, right? He said, man, I gotta tell you something, right? I'm like, what's up? He says, man, you probably gonna be kind of disappointed when you hear it. And I'm like, damn, like now I'm really interested. Like, what's going on? He was like, man, old girl, man. I was like, what? You know what I'm saying? He was like, man, she done got pregnant, right? So when he said that, I was like, oh no. I'm like, but in my mind, I'm like, man, I should have known. You sitting in that car with her, you scared to invite her up. She didn't ran off and got with somebody else or something. You know what I'm saying? Because she was a grown girl. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So in my mind, I'm like, I'm all disappointed because I'm like, damn, old girl done cheated on my boy. He all disciplined. You know what I'm saying? Blah. I'm just feeling it for him, right? And I was like, like. What happened? Like, do you know the dude? I think I said something like that. Like, do you know the dude she was messing with? And he kind of looked at me, and I looked at him, and he was like, it was me, and I was like, what? I was like, what do you mean it was you? Like, he was like, man, I mean. It was me, you know what I'm saying? I was like, listen, I went from sad to I was going to get up out of my bed and beat him up right then. I was literally going to beat that dude up in my dorm room when he told me that. Because I'm like, in my mind, I'm just like, the emoji, the brain explosion emoji. I went from, I'm talking about 0 to 100 so fast emotionally. Because I'm like, boy, you've been sitting here, sitting next door to me, making me feel guilty for everything I do every single day. Look, shaking your head at me, doing the tisk tisk, and you out here doing your thing. I was like, and people, I was mad about that because again, all it take is you to have two bad shooting nights to start trying to figure out, damn, what is it? You know what I'm saying? Like your shot could have just been off, but here you walk past him with the Bible open every day in the room. You just like, oh my God, I don't need that in the back of my mind. Every time I go to practice, that stuff can creep in your mind and start messing you up. Man, when he told me that, like to this day, I really should. I should like I should take him out to eat and I should throw a drink in his face because I should just say, dude, like that was really like the worst thing on the planet. Like I can make a joke now about it, but it's like maybe he did keep me from getting into too much trouble, right? But then again, he was putting a bunch of crap in my head and he wasn't practicing. Turns out he wasn't practicing the same way. And I don't do the super judgment thing, like, because it could have been one time. But in my mind, I was like, you was out here doing this, doing your thing, and sitting here preaching to me, boy. I was so mad about that. So look, if y'all are still here, I'm still here catching up on the text. Like I said, I really couldn't. Yeah, but you understand why I can't do that because I don't want him pinned with this story. I don't. And yeah, listen, somebody's gonna ask him if I put him on blast. So you know what? You would have to ask another teammate. That's the way you can find out who the guy is. I'm talking about. Like any teammate would know who's the guy that had a room next to Marques's that used to sit out and that used to sit out in the car with his girl. Look, don't ask it on the Twitter wall. Don't ask it on the Facebook wall. Ask a player that I played with around my sophomore, junior time. Ask, was there a player that used to sit out in the car with his girlfriend all the time? I won't say that. That makes it too easy too. That makes it way too easy. But he was in Stevenson, and yeah, like I said, he got a chance. He saw every single thing that I did. I couldn't, and I had to be respectful with my music. You know what I'm saying? I had to be like, I had to be really, and again, I was just now starting to loosen up a little bit and grow up. Yeah, I can't answer that part of the question. Just say it was Bozak, he'd be cool to take the ball. Yeah, Bozak would take the ball too. That is funny. I don't think Bozak wouldn't know that. Like, so the players would come by during the summer, but not enough to see him doing the Bible thing. So yeah, that was one of the worst. That was one of the worst teammate stories that I could possibly have for y'all. And it was just, oh man. But here's what happens. I sit here and start telling the stories, and then I start they start rapid firing. And it's funny because you don't even realize, like, a lot of these stories are just, a day and a half, but they're just so extreme that you're just like, I guess that's why I realized I might as well just do the Chronicle playlist, because I don't think I'm ever gonna run out of stories. And please feel free, if y'all have any questions, that don't ask me to just particularly identify and embed, like I'll tell the story, but like I said, I won't put anybody's, I won't put them in any trouble or anything, with they look, well, you know what? I don't think I don't think there's a lot of wives that follow me. There's not a lot of wives that follow me. So, I mean, probably wouldn't get in, I don't think I know enough stories that'll get anybody in real trouble, but they are my teammates. I do love the dudes. What's going on? What's going on? Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, I definitely appreciate it. I know I can. I mean, listen, I shouldn't even spill that story, but listen. These are stories that I know they would all laugh at. They might be a tad bit embarrassed, but for the most part, like everybody would laugh at stories. Here's a serious question. No. I don't like the jersey. I'm not a real big jersey number single out thing, like, to wear the number 1 at Michigan. Like that's, I mean, if the school did it, listen, I'll tell you this, everybody who wore number 5 wants, what's going on, Tyler? Everybody who wore, it don't matter what number you wore, you don't want somebody weak wearing your number. I'm pretty sure that most people feel the same way. Once you get past that first year, like right after you're gone, you know what I'm saying? You don't want somebody to just like dominate with your number. But maybe the second year after, you're like, okay, I'm glad I got somebody representing the number like they're supposed to. So, Mike Bush, what's going on? What is going on, my man? Man, come crash the studio. Man, look, wait. Did you feel that way about your number? Oh, everybody, man. Welcome the great Michael Bush to the building. Right? Yeah, like they can be cold, but they can't just replace you like that. I was just saying, there's been a lot of special guys that wear a number of the president. No, Sean, I knew exactly what you were saying. I totally knew what you were saying. Actually, Bush, man, you know what, man, you're gonna have to join me in one of these lives too. I tell you what, let me check right now. Hold on. Don't go anywhere, man. Let me make sure I got your number right here. Hold on. Let me make sure I got your number, because I'm gonna have to send you the invite to get up in here. Yep. Yep. 60. I got you. Griff baby, take his number. No, that's not true, is it? Wait a minute. Wait, because what position was he? Was he just I thought he was just a defensive back. I thought he was he just DB? But you were dual too. So wait. Okay. So right. So look, because yeah, you coming in. Look, I want people to remember my number. I need a window. I need at least a 1-year window to let my number breathe, so everybody knows what's going on with it. Yeah. Look. Make sure you got it. You got a little setup or something. I'm gonna shoot you a text. So one of these evenings, we're gonna have a good live around this time. Look, you must be a late owl like me. Like I said, we'll do a good live stream. I'm sure everybody in here would love to hear you chop it up, just your dorm days and team days and crazy stories, yeah, all that good stuff. Mm-hmm. So yeah, any more questions while we in here, y'all? I didn't. Normally, I usually go an hour and a half, but I got caught up kind of watching the Buffalo Pittsburgh game tonight. So yeah, shoot me any questions y'all got while we in here. Yeah, Mike, you may have missed the you may have missed the story where you got the dude that's making you feel guilty. Wait, any of Bush's family members balling out in high school now? Mike, you got any people? You got any people coming up right now? You got any young fellas? Beav, I appreciate that. Yeah, anybody who, like I said, anybody who supports the channel, I appreciate it so much. Like I said, it's the reason I scrap whatever I'm doing. I haven't even eaten yet, but 11 o'clock comes. I'm barring any unforeseen events, I'm making sure I'm here 11 o'clock. So y'all can, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, just subscribe. Go to YouTube, Made for the Ville. Hit the notification button so they'll let you know when we do the emergency meetings. Micah Carter, Saint X. Right now. Okay, D line. How bad do we need D line? How bad do we need? Let me ask you this, Mike. Okay, you're gonna improve one thing over the summer for this Louisville team. What is it? If you could improve one thing about the players you got now over the summer, what would you say y'all need the most of? Right, Spencer. Listen. If you got that kind of attitude going on, I'm taking them. David, I appreciate you supporting the channel so much. Like I said, it's if you support the channel in any kind of way, I'll be here I'll be here 11 o'clock. I'll have the stories ready to go. Just like I said, don't take the stories and turn them into, tracking people down and getting them in trouble or anything like that. Like I said, I take it that we you think we get the BYU quarterback? See, I said something about a BYU quarterback the other day, but I was just using BYU as an example. I thought we had a shot at the UCF quarterback. I can't think of his name right offhand. Actually, his name is, I will tell you his name. Y'all probably got it before me. What was his name? What's the kid's name? Last question. Listen, I got a UK video coming soon. A real good breakdown video. Milton. Yeah, that's what, Mackenzie Milton is his name. Mackenzie Milton. I thought we were going to get him. He's going to Florida State. So we might get Chubba Purdy after all. Listen, when Mackenzie Milton shows up at Florida State, Chubba Purdy knows he got to leave. Chubba Purdy played good against Louisville. Chubba Purdy, one-time transfer. I'd take him in a heartbeat. And he can run. And yeah, I would take that man. Sorry about that, y'all. I had a good sneeze. Yeah, I saw the kid from Baylor. So somebody from Baylor is in the portal. See, yeah, listen, it's got to be an adult. And again, like when I go back, I don't like ripping on Malik, but I just need to throw in ceiling to get higher faster. So I'm definitely gonna be paying attention to the, you know what? I might just start logging into the transfer portal. Just logging in myself. Just so I know everybody that's in the portal and just get a chance to look at them ahead of time. So what do y'all think? Do we see a coaching change? Does little Brom go to Kentucky? Or does he try to hold out for Louisville? I do not want to see any Broms at Kentucky. We need some taller. I know. taller. But here's the thing. If you're not tall, y'all got to put on 40, 50 pounds, man. Y'all got to put on 40, 50 pounds now. Now. Start now so you can run when you get, by the time you get to, because, man, I was watching, I'm telling you, man, sometimes, man, I was watching that Florida LSU game, and some of those guys, I'm just like, we don't have those. My God, we don't have any of those. So what did y'all think when y'all saw the shoe get thrown? He has the wait. I don't think he has the Malik almost seemed like he took a step back this year. We need better QB play immediately to win 7-8. Yeah, immediately, Spencer. Immediately. Listen, and here's the thing. What I feel really harsh. Because I'm like, you're fast, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, are we just so like? But here's the thing: who's going to be the next Auburn coach? Jeff Brown. He ain't putting that name out there real good. I really Malik can play, but I don't think he's like I don't even think he's a scrambler for real. Like, I've seen a lot of people catch him. Like, he's fast. Maybe it's like he has good straight line speed, but he don't have much shake and bake to him in tight quarters. Brian Van Gorder will not get another college coaching job. Y'all hear Mark Blakenbaker when he talks about him? It's the worst. It says Brom goes to UK. Family officially smacks the Louisville fan base in the face. Do you really think that? I mean, a coordinating job at UK, if you're, I mean, I wouldn't like it. I wouldn't like it. I wouldn't like it. And if you left Purdue to do it, that'd be ooh. Only man to stop Georgia Tech. That's funny. Jeff's resume, other than beating OSU that 1 year. But you know what? He's kind of like us. He does move the ball. He moves the ball, man. You move the ball, you put up, because everybody thinks it's the one school you can't go to. Everybody thinks that everybody thinks they're just an offensive coordinator away. Everybody thinks they got the talent. Everybody just think, like, when you look at what like Lane Kiffin, Lane Kiffin put up some offensive numbers. They're going to be ranked something silly next year. They're not going to base Lane Kiffin's top 20 ranking on the defense. That's what I think, Ronnie, too. Maybe that's the worst thing about it. I don't think he has a strong arm. A quarterback without a strong arm, your ceiling is just so much lower than everybody else's. Your offense just seems so much lower. I mean, I don't know if he doesn't trust his arm or what. Is he just like guiding the football or something? Like, yeah, I really can never tell what the big problem is. Does he hold the ball too? Yeah. He's waiting for somebody to he's not predicting a throw. He's waiting for somebody to he's waiting for someone to clear the zone instead of throwing it into the windows. But Satterfield's a big take care of the ball guy. I don't know what Frank Ponce is really like. I don't know what the theme they're giving him is. Malik would would be better if he wasn't slow in his decisions and making yeah. Like I said, I just don't like his ceiling, man. Scale of 1 to 10, do you think the chances are of actually going to a bowl? Actually, hold on. Let me open this up to Facebook really quick, y'all. Okay. That answer, hold on. Scale from 1 to 10, what do you think the chances are of us actually going to a bowl? I think the opportunity to go to a bowl is very high. I think the stress level that we're under, that I think the stress level that the coaching staff has been under is man, because here's the problem, y'all. I think we need to, if we get offered a chance for a bowl game, I think we need to take it, man. Because listen, I know everybody's frustrated with testing and stuff like that, but here's the thing. I saw this list. Man, and we were all kind of complaining. We were all wanting the young guys to play and all that stuff. But thank you, KC. Thank you. And thank you. Any support for the channel, I appreciate it so much. It gets me here, 11 o'clock, gets me ready to do a show. You're right in time for me to just kind of throw this out here. I'm looking at the senior cookies that I think Coach Ledford's wife or somebody posted. Dude, Tiberius Peterson, Yeast, DeGeorge, Character, Pass, Rajay Burns, Dorian Etheridge, Fitzpatrick, Pfeiffer, Isaiah Hayes. We losing some dudes that have put up some stats. We've been mad at these guys. CJ Avery, Fitzpatrick, Etheridge, Berkeley, Character, DeGeorge, Peterson, Goldwire, Johnson. Dude, it was so nice to Boombox. It was so nice to get a game in this year. What do you mean? You mean football? You mean a season? Because here's the thing. You always have to remind yourself 80% of the people thought there was no way you could have a season. 80%. And yelled and screamed every time you talked about having a season. We got through a full season of football. Our off season has got to be phenomenal, man. Like, we have got to have a good off season. To me, it's got to be strength and condition and violence. Strength and condition and violence. You can't protect the health of any players. You're not gonna make the jump. Now I only got through one game this year. What you mean, basketball or football? Oh, got to go to one game. Oh, so you went to this last game. That was a good game to go to. If this was the only game you went to, that it was good to see him running. Listen, that drive in the third quarter, where Mitchell was just running that ball downhill, boy, that was exciting, and I was angry simultaneously. Any questions that can take me down the story road? Feel free to ask them. Beef, if you got any questions up your sleeve, or you don't want to burn them for the podcast, I understand that. But if anything y'all curious about, just fire away. Like I said, I'll be as open as humanly possible. I saw Kyle Kuzma out there today. I almost wrote a post. Kyle Kuzma's out here looking like a 1999 Marques Maybin when he dyed his hair red. Thought that was real funny. I had a good time with that. Is that senior lineman coming? Where was Aiden Robbins? I know. If Mitchell's that good, it makes me mad that I didn't see Aiden Robbins. But if Aiden Robbins is missing on the pass protection, that's the only thing I could see. Question. Hold on, because I got to catch up on all these. What time? Okay, yeah. I probably saw it. I was probably half sleeping. What time? Shoot me a text message and give me a time. Beef, yeah, that's for you. Anything funny about Sean? Funniest thing, okay. You know how they say Coach Crum doesn't cuss, right? Now, I trust his word more than my word. But sometimes when I think about it, I feel like I done heard him cuss before, right? But because I can't name a specific time, I can't because I can't name a specific time. I'll hit you back. I got a window that I always take a little afternoon nap. But we'll get one. Okay. Off the bed, boombox Mike. See you at 10 o'clock. Give me a music suggestion before you get out of here, or just tweet it to me. Anything funny? Listen. So this is for you, Sean. I don't know if you know the name Jerry Johnson. Do you know the name Jerry Johnson? Actually, look, here's the problem. I got to get off Facebook for this one. I can't tell it. So anybody who's just watching this on Facebook, you got to go to the YouTube channel for this story. Go to YouTube /Made for the Ville. Click subscribe and click like, because I got to turn off the not yet. I haven't heard the Harlow yet, but I'm gonna take Facebook off just so I can okay, now it's off Facebook. So Jerry Johnson. One time we were at a hospital, right? Or we were somewhere doing like one of those full team events. Maybe on the road. I forget what hospital we were at, but we were kind of like in our basketball jogging suits or whatever. So we're going through the hospital. Like, imagine just Coach Crum is at the front. Probably two people showing us around, pointing to everything, just showing us around, right? So one time, this is the angriest I ever seen. I seen Coach angry. I've seen him so angry so many ways, like it'll make your head spin. But one time, the angriest I ever seen him get, we were in the hospital and Coach Crum kind of like, he had a long piece of hair, right, on his, kind of on the side, right? But the hair kind of like hit his collar, it was just kind of like long, it was a long piece. And Jerry Johnson, if y'all go look up Jerry Johnson. Jerry Johnson went up to the coach and he like tried to take the hair off the collar of Coach Crum, like he was trying to help him out. And he pulled Coach Crum's hair. I swear, Coach Crum was getting ready to square up. He was getting ready to square up with Jerry and beat him up in the hospital. Oh, and then Jerry would have taken 2-piece from Coach Crum, just boop, 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 and he wouldn't even saw it coming. Like, he didn't know what he did. And Coach Crum was just like, oh my God. And we was looking at Jerry like, why would you even touch that man? Like, dude, like, don't. So, yeah, that was the funny. Hold on. Say it in your cup. No, look. He was like, Jerry, that's my hair. Like, it was something like that. But it was funny. Everybody, because here's the thing, we couldn't all like laugh, because everybody respects the coach too much. But when he turned around, like he had the guilty face, and we wanted to laugh, and we was looking at each other, and we was trying to look away. And this lady, like, she don't know what's going on, but something just happened. and we're trying to be respectful, responsible college athletes. But just imagine trying to hold it all in, and everybody's like, okay, you ever have something real funny happen? And some people got these friends that they're like grabbers, right? Something happened, and you can't scream and you can't laugh out loud, so you just grab somebody. So imagine everybody's just grabbing each other, or whoever's the closest, by the clothes or by the neck, and just like almost hurting each other or punching each other because it was so funny. So we see the no beef, no, absolutely not, absolutely not. Actually, I'm gonna write one down because I'm gonna have a great Coach Crumb story, but for Coach Crumb, let me give it a nice title. My next episode, we'll just call it episode 8. No, Coach Crumb did not. He didn't know. He knew he was supposed to win all the time. Look, Coach Crumb knew he was supposed to win. And when you lost, it was like, look, you know how I kind of like joke around about Cal or something? Like, Coach Crumb knows his system works. So he's like, if y'all don't win, it's because y'all didn't execute the system, or I need to go get a player to replace you. Those are only the two. Those are the only two reasons that we lose. If we don't got the dudes, Coach, y'all need to bring in some more dudes. If we out there stinking it up, because he knew everything about basketball execution. Like, you literally have the best basketball coach, X's and O's, when you go into the game. Now, you know, like Rick was like insane with the conditioning, and Coach didn't like. I mean, he pushed us, but he wanted self-motivated players, more than. He didn't want to hold your hand all day. And if he got to hold your hand, then that's a problem. So, yeah, like we always in a game, and everybody who played would admit it in hindsight. Like, we all were mad at him because we all thought we should have got more plays called or whatever. Like even just the way he would just like draw up a play in a clutch situation and factor in that Tony Williams is left-handed and he's going to be spinning over his left shoulder. So make sure when you come up, you know what I'm saying? Just like he was always so sharp, and you always knew you had like the best, the best tactician. You knew you had the best tactician. You knew your offense could score even if the other team knew to play. You just had to make the right decision and had the right level of aggression and stuff like that. So, Coach Cal Tossin turning his bed right now. Oh my God, he's brutal. All right. If DeWine had sprained his ankles, would Denny have gotten us? Oh yeah, because like once like DeWine was going to be in takeover mode. Like he was the best raw point guard in college basketball that year. And that was back when you win with point guard play. DeWine was the best pure point guard that entire year. And Alvin was locked in. BJ was locked in. Dantzler was hitting. Like he was I guess his silent leadership stuff was good too. If you go back and look, they was all locked in. Everybody knew their role. They weren't going to lose. They knew their role on defense. And you coming off the bench, you got freshman of the year, Nate Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't have no answer for Nate. You know what I'm saying? Bozak knew his role. Yeah, you had a perfect set up team with all the pieces to make the big run. You know what I'm saying? Like, DeWine messes around, goes for 30, 34, and 36 in the next 2 games. You got another championship. He's a monster. You have been a senior in that year. Cool head Luke. Sean, wait, I don't understand that one. Can you remember the exact play he drew up that blew you away? It's not the play, it's the timing of the plays. Timing is timing on the plays. You're not really locked, like they're open. Defensively, he knows what's coming. He will come out there and say, hey, they're going to do this. They're coming off the double screen. Don't get caught staring at the ball when they do this. I listen. I was laughing about Coach Cal the other night. I was laughing about Coach Cal saying we can go over this 7 times, and if they screw it up, they just screw it up. I was making fun of them, but I understood that. Like Coach Crum can tell you, hey, y'all, this is the play that they're going to try. Marques, get ready for this play right here. They're going to use this, blah, blah. And if somebody screws it up or somebody, loses attention, it works. And you're just like, you feel like an idiot. MTL, listen, these shows are for daily stories, and the daily stories are the best experiences. So you would have to give like a particular direction of the story. Like, is it player centric, coach centric? Is it trouble centric? It would have to be, you would have to kind of ask something a little more specific. Man. And Alvin could get and ones because he was so, like, his base is so wide. Like, he can really just load up and carry people with you. Like, I was a glider. Like, he could just carry you with him. And then the picket fence, I gotta love it. It wasn't a traditional picket fence, but it worked. Oh man, listen. Yeah, those out of bounds plays, the high post offense. Like I said, if you run it right, it's gonna work all the time. So yeah, there wasn't ever a particular play. It was just he always knew when he could fill a vibe of when you needed a bucket. Very strong finisher. Extremely strong. Man, I'm like, Nate was underrated strong too. Nate was he's a lot stronger. Like, he's skinny strong. Like, he's a lot stronger than you think. So, Billy, DeJuan screwed up my jump shot a little bit. Because I was sitting around and DeJuan would kind of bring it in here a little bit. So playing with him, shooting around with him all the time, we shooting, threes, whatever. I started to notice my shot was more, more out here, and his was kind of more in here, right? So I remember looking at some video of myself, and I noticed my shot, was starting to change like big time. So it started to get a little too far on the inside. And see, I don't know if people, well, I'm sure y'all probably noticed by now watching me on YouTube, but I couldn't move my jump. Okay, my jump shot had to be kind of like this because look at my pinky. My pinky's been broke like this since I've been like 9 years old. So probably like 9 or 10. So my pinky's always been stuck like this, y'all. So I could never palm a basketball. And if my shot was inside, it would kind of like hit the ball kind of funny. So my shot had to stay a little more, my elbow had to be a little more out so I could wrap around a basketball. Yeah, so my shot had to stay a little more right-handed than kind of straight in front of my face. So it always made me sick too, because it's like when I was a kid, when I realized it was like fully broken, it was in the middle of the season. And my mom was like, you gotta quit this season so they can straighten out your pinky. And I kept on saying, I'll do it next summer. I'll do it next summer. And it's just no summers. That's one of the things, like, I wish I would have got my pinky fixed. But yeah, it was like one of the things, like, you was going to have to wear a cast till it started growing straight again. So that was going to be like months. And this is back then where this is before pins and all that good. Well, not before pins, but, you know, it was pretty much just cast, you know what I'm saying? So we're talking about cast on my hand for a whole season. Like, oh no. So yeah, my like I said, I figured you noticed when you see me talking like that and, you know, doing all that, you know. So yeah, that's okay. How about you? Uh, hmm. Look, I'm trying to think of good ones that won't reflect horribly. I would always say this. This is one of the worst things is when I got on campus and I learned that people basically went to class when they wanted to. Like everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like this is before they cracked down, the NCAA started doing all this stuff, and the coaches would randomly check on us. I like thank God for Davenport, because if Davenport wasn't checking on classes, it would have been a bad attendance for the classes. But I remember the bell going off. Ding, 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 ding. The bell would go off, right? And I would always, you know, jump up like, damn, we got to get to class, you know what I'm saying? And people would just be slow. They would just be slow playing. Look, I got one. One of the best. I tell you what, this is not like a best story, but was a good story. Being a student. So I don't know if y'all remember this name, but you should look it up if you don't know this name. I'm gonna say a name to you. The Louisville OGs are gonna know this name. The younger people are gonna know this guy because he's an actor now. His name is T.C. Stallings. That's his name now. In college, he went by Tony Stallings. He was a football player, right? Now, Tony Stallings went on to like win one of these. He won one of those like reality show with the animals. Like look it up. Tony Stallings, T.C. Stallings. Here's the thing though. In the dorm room, he used to have like a pet snake, right? He used to have like a snake. I forgot what else he had in there, right? But I remember him having a snake in the dorms. So one time, Tony had to go like take a quick test, right? And he was like, see, I done petted snake before, but I ain't never like held it for real like that. Like I probably touched a snake when it was like real little the first time, but by this time it was probably like this long. Guess y'all can't really see. About, you know, probably snake had gotten up to about 3.5, 4 feet, right? So here's the thing. Tony Stallings had to run and either take a test or turn in a test. And we were sitting outside in front of Stevenson. And Tony asked me, could I watch his snake, right? And this is how he said to do it. He said, you ain't got to hold it. He said, I'm going to just sit it. He said, just sit it in the grass. He said, it probably won't move, right? And I was like, man, I'm not watching that snake, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, man, I gotta go turn in this test. I can't go in the building with this snake, right? So he said, just sit it right here. He said, if it's long, he said, if it moves a little bit, he said, just hold, you know, just like grab it by the tail and pull it back. So he did it a couple of times to show me. You just got to pull it back a little bit, right? So yes, Sean Bush, yeah. He was a running back. He had one of the most, if you go to YouTube and type in like 99 Louisville versus Kentucky at home, like he single-handedly won against Kentucky. Very great football highlight. Well, anyway, he showed me how to pull the snake back, you know what I'm saying? Just watch it. He, like I say, he probably said it probably won't move. Okay, keep in mind, this is his pet snake. He loves the snake. He got to go turn in his paper. I say, cool. So, as soon as he put the snake down and start walking away, that snake started moving a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It starts moving. So I do the little pull it back. That thing start moving, it waits about 10 seconds, start moving again. I'm like, man, if he take 15 minutes, if I got to sit here and pull this snake back every 15 minutes, blah, blah, blah. So then I pulled the snake back one time and the snake stopped. Like after the last time, the snake stopped moving, right? So I'm looking down at the snake, it stopped. The snake stopped moving, right? So I'm kind of just looking at it, I'm looking at it. It stopped moving. It wasn't making no life. And I'm just like, this is, I don't know if he told me maybe the snake just ate or something and the snake might be going to sleep. I don't know what it was, but he told me it just wouldn't be moving. Or he said it probably wouldn't be moving. So the snake stopped moving, right? And I don't know who said what to me, but I mean, this thing is sitting right in front of me. Somebody said something to me. I might have looked over. I might have checked my phone or checked my pager or whatever it was. I'm talking about not 12 seconds, 13 seconds. I looked down between my legs on the ground and the snake is gone. The snake is gone. And keep in mind, these snakes don't move that fast. Like they move, but they don't move fast. So I'm looking and listen, listen, do y'all remember in The Predator? You remember when the one bald head black dude grabbed Apollo Creed by the mouth and he was like, there it is. You see it? Like, you remember how camouflaged The Predator was? Like, when you watch it nowadays, it don't really look that camouflage because we used to all these good graphics. But you remember how you couldn't tell how the Predator, like when the Predator was running? Like, I'm telling you. Listen, that snake was gone, right? And I was like, oh my God, Tony is going to kill me. I got my eyes open as wide as possible. And I'm just looking. And here's the thing. It's nothing but concrete behind me. So it's grass in front of me. So if the snake was on the concrete, I would have saw it instantly, right? Because you're kind of sitting on that bench. But I'm looking and I don't see no snake tail trail. I'm trying to read the grass. Maybe there's some lines in the grass or something. I'm just looking and I'm just like, oh my God. Oh my God. And I can't see this thing. And it is like the most camouflage thing in history. So now I'm getting nervous. Now I'm like, I got to tell this man that his thing. So now I'm kind of thinking, okay, there's a sidewalk there. There's a sidewalk and concrete that surround this whole area. There's a volleyball court. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Stevenson Threckle. There's a volleyball court. That's sand. So I'm like, did the snake go under this? Like, can a snake, if the snake made it that far, would he go into the sand? So now I'm thinking, okay, there's concrete everywhere. So, I kind of want to like keep my eye on the concrete to see if he makes it to some concrete. But this is like a yard. This is like, probably, that area out there they have cookouts out there. So that's how much grass is out there. And I just like hop up and I'm just like scouring. Man, when I tell y'all, I found that snake in the grass. I could not believe how far he got. And the minute, I'm talking about the second that I caught that snake by the tail, I turned around and Tony was coming from around the corner. If he would have saw me panic looking for that snake, he would have tried to kill me. And if anybody goes back and looks at the video of Tony Stallings and you see how swole he is, I mean, he's a great human being, but I don't know what he would have done to me had I lost this snake in that grassy courtyard. He might have killed me. But yeah, I found it. And of course, when he come back, I was just like, yeah, man, that thing's pretty fast. Yeah, Bill Duke. That's who I was talking about. Sean Bush. That's exactly who I was talking about. When Bill Duke grabbed Apollo Creed by the mouth and tried to tell him like, don't you see it up there? He was like, yeah, I see it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's the scene I'm talking about. It's gonna keep us from playing a game. I know, Rue. I'm worried about that. I am really worried about that. Yeah, listen, MTL, listen. He was going to beat me to a pulp. And he was one of them dudes too, you can confirm this with anybody. He was one of them dudes also didn't have nothing in his dorm room. Nothing. These dudes I'm talking about, like, you got to think, like, my dorm room, I had carpet wall to wall. I went and bought my own carpet so I could just wall to wall my dorm room because I hated them linoleum floors in the dorm room. Things is freezing. So I went and got like white carpet. Probably like the second week of school. I measured my room, got a big old roll from somewhere, like the big giant like carpet houses. I was just like, I need, this by this carpet in my whole dorm room. But yeah, Tony didn't have nothing in there. He just had like the snake tank, a chair. You know what else he had in his room? Those big bottles of creatine, those big canisters of creatine. And he used to just sit in there, get his push up on, get his sit up on, get his creatine on. He used to come out the dorms. You know how you can tell you real veiny because you've been working out and doing push-ups. So yeah, he come out there looking super swole all the time. But yeah, look. Here's the thing. I hope he's not watching this right now because I'm actually doing this on Periscope too. So if you are watching it, Tony, yeah, you let me watch your snake. I lost your snake, and I found it right before you came back. So I'm glad you didn't find out about that. Oh, listen, Mark, that's listen, that is something that every college athlete on every campus has to deal with. People who played at Cardinal Stadium had to watch people move into Papa John's. Like people who played it at the fairgrounds. They had to watch people move into Cardinal Stadium. People who practice in Crawford had to watch the new people practice in the SAC. You know what I'm saying? The facilities, every college, the facilities always get upgraded. So you learn that real quick. Like it's a waste of time to get jealous about something like that. So just like let it go. But I know what you mean. I do get your point though. Just watching everything get better and better. Wait, who's one of the biggest dudes? I did like catching Jamal McGlure. I did enjoy that one. Wait, I was gonna ask which story? The kids gotta watch the old guys playing in Freedom. Yeah, just like the Yum Center, like the Freedom Hall guys gotta watch the Yum Center thing. So every single group, man, I'm telling you, they come up so big. Listen, facilities that get upgraded is always jealous. Because here's the thing too, everybody before you feel like you're the one that built it, right? So I could understand how everybody before me was like, oh yeah, y'all look, Y'all playing in the place we built. Hold on, that's funny. So here's one. Here's one. I had one in Chicago I really liked. That was pretty funny. Hold on, I'm just going through that. Let me get right back to the questions. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I don't want to lose this page. I want to come right back to the. I want to come right back to the questions. Here this one is. Hold on. Okay, Mark, man, I appreciate that. Mark, if you got any music suggestions, let me know. Listen, I don't know. Thank you though. Thank you for supporting the channel. It keeps me here. Like I said, the midnight. I'm glad people are enjoying the midnight part. I want to try to share something with y'all really, really quick. What I'm gonna do, let's see if we can do a share stream. Okay, hold on, because I want y'all to see this. A tab, a Twitter tab. Let's share. Okay. This is the one I liked. I wanted, listen, because that was early in the game. I wanted to catch him so bad. I went into that game like, I can't wait to look, because I wondered if he was going to try to jump with me. I always wondered if he was going to try. So, yeah. Anything from the Beatles. I was thinking I need kind of a Irish theme. I know. I know. You hear that? Wait, I didn't share the audio, but here, look. Here's the problem with that one. Okay. The funniest part about that, y'all, when y'all hear me laugh right now, when you hear my high pitched laugh, right? I want you to listen to this because I'm gonna share the audio this time. Chrome tab, Twitter. Okay, I want y'all to listen closely to the audio. That scream you hear, that's me screaming. and ain't that so typical that I didn't get the and one on that? I cannot believe they did not give me the and one. Oh, Sean, I saw that in the right. I would have been doing what they do nowadays. You're right. I would have been doing the yes, that's the beef. That was the point. Yeah, that was me screaming. So I do listen. My high pitch scream is I did it on the court all the time, and it irritated everybody. So Metrex creatine, man, Tony Stallings used to be on that stuff crazy. No and ones and rough. I mean, I know, man, but man, my legs could have got twisted up under me and everything. Yeah, I did enjoy that one just on the principle of saying I caught him. Man, one for the Irish. Or you can play Rudy. Oh, what would I do for? Oh, listen. You lose to UCLA, we bumping California Love to start the show. What else? Probably Live and Die in LA. But yeah, we'll get there. I got a couple. Here's the thing. Okay, you know what? I'll give y'all a sneak preview because look, y'all hung out with me this evening. I'll give y'all a sneak preview of one sound you're gonna hear for sure. Okay. Hold Hold on. Let me find it. Hold on. I gotta find it. Maybe it's in my Twitter. This is one thing that I know you gotta have in the beginning. Oh, I know where it is. Okay. Export, movie file, desktop, EV. Okay. I think I can show that to y'all. This is a little bit of, this is one of my Irish themes. This is one of my Irish themes at the beginning. Hold on. Y'all get to see sneak peek. You only get, thank you, Ben. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Y'all keep me here on time. Y'all get me ready to bring y'all exciting content. If you like Midnights with Marques Maybin, I will work hard to make it a good show, a good production for you. Wait, I'd be safe for more if I was in LA. They got LA all the way shut down though, man. My goodness. Okay, so this is what I need to do. I need to go to brand. Y'all hold tight. Upload. Oh no. You know what? Actually, I still may be able to show y'all. What I do, I'll share a screen. We'll go share again. An application window. QuickTime Player. Maybe we can share this. Chrome has lost permission to capture your screen. All this stuff. Okay, I can't show y'all this then. Maybe I can. Hold on. We got one more little thing I might be able to do. We'll go here. Okay. I can understand. Oh no, I can't show the whole thing. Sorry about that, but I do have a couple funnies that are coming up. I've done a 5. If it ain't drop, if it ain't drop kick, drop kick, is that the Diener one? $5 says it's drop kick. Wait, I'm actually really happy that I'm back home and not living in LA anymore. Right? Oh my goodness, Billy. We like to complain. My goodness, I'd be complaining. Man, imagine if we had the facility name recognition in the 60s we have now. Yeah. right. Sailing off to Boston. Here's there's no way I can play it without giving up the whole thing. We're definitely gonna do a little LeBron, not 2, not 3. We definitely gotta throw in a little LeBron. Get ready. You know what? I gotta just tell y'all are I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it for y'all because I want y'all to hear it naturally as a cut. So like the I don't want to mess this one up. So I'll just let y'all look. Steve doesn't even know what I got planned. So So yeah, that one's just gonna be a 10 o'clock thing. Y'all know that's when I'm gonna just tuck away in my back pocket. I don't like doing it, but yeah, y'all cut me some slack on that one. Okay, any more questions? I'm gonna get out of here. I think I did. Look, I hit the 1 hour 30 mark. So any other questions? Listen, email me. Anybody want to contact? Anybody want to do any business advertisement? If you got small businesses you want to advertise on the show, like I said, we do support small businesses as much as humanly possible. It's not difficult. It's just a couple dollars advertisement on the actual radio. So if you have businesses or people who you'd like to hear their businesses advertised, just shoot me an email at madefortheville@gmail.com. That's probably the easiest way to reach me. Again, anybody any small businesses. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'll listen. I think I'll have some good entertainment. I'll have some good entertainment for tomorrow. So, madefortheville@gmail.com. If you want to catch up with me any kind of way. What else? Good night, everybody. Listen, when you wake up in the morning, if you have a lemon or if you have a lime, warm water, squeeze half a lemon in some warm water, drink it. It's a great detox. Lime, balance your it'll boost your day, it'll brighten up your day. Nice vitamin C in the morning, warm water. Before you get to the coffee, just have some warm lemon water. It'll help you. Just give it a try. Love y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me. Get on out of here. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy yourselves.